You're now listening to the Basic and Boujie podcast. And we're live. It feels so weird. This is our first episode without headphones.
We're gonna just sit like this the whole time.
Yes. I can't hear. I don't know what's going on. All right.
So,
I'm gonna do my spiel.
do it.
Welcome to our channel. Please rate, review, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. All right.
Get down to business.
We're going. Oh, matter of fact, we're being classy today.
Yeah.
With a little rosé action.
In honor of National Rosé Day.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
No.
I like it.
Good stuff. We get too liquored up to talk about this topic. Careful.
It's like ding, ding, ding.
May not want to get everybody angry.
Right.
But it might.
I'm sure we'll ruffle some feathers.
It might happen. Now I feel like I have to talk here.
I know.
Like be very close.
Very close.
Okay.
All right. So this episode, it's all about vaccines and masks. And all that, all everything that's just going on right now.
All the triggering stuff that's
Yes.
happening right now.
I feel like you should go first with your story because that irritated me.
I'll go first with my story. I was taken aback by this. So I went to my dermatologist, and she just asked me, and very nice woman. I have no problems with her whatsoever. She's very sweet. She's like my age. So she asked me, "Are you vaccinated?" And I'm like, "No." I said, "Well, why? Can I ask why? Like, have you just not gone?" Or I'm like, "I'm not interested. I don't know yet." And she's like, "Well, like, do you know why you're not interested?" Yeah.
Here we go.
Stop baiting me.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm just not ready. I'm not convinced, right? I need to know more, and I'm not ready for it.
Right.
She's like, well, she took that as an invitation to convince me.
To educate.
So it's not that I'm stupid. It's not that I'm turning a blind eye to what's going on. I have made the decision to not do it, at least for now. Who knows what's going to happen? So she goes on to say, the percentage is high, and, we've all been vaccinated here in the office.
Congratulations.
That's great. I'm like, okay. And, to do these procedures, you're really getting vaccinated, she said. Getting vaccinated is more about, you're protecting the community. It's not about your health, it's about the community's health. Oh, because I had said, I'm a pretty healthy woman. I take care of myself. I don't think I've had COVID, but if I did, it was mild. I've gotten tested. I've tested negative many times.
Right.
And that's when she said, it's about the community's health. And I'm like, okay. Like
You're putting a vaccine in my arm, a medication in my arm. It's about me.
Right.
In that moment. Yes, I understand where she's going with it, but no.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm like, okay. She goes, well, because, the policy in the office can change. So basically they can refuse to see me because my procedure, it's not a medical condition. It's an elective procedure.
Right. Which most of their procedures in that office are
As
probably
a dermatologist,
elective.
right?
So what are you going to do?
Yeah. So to me, if you don't want to see me, then don't see me. Because I pay cash money because my insurance doesn't cover this because it's an elective procedure. Then you're out, right?
Right.
I can figure my own stuff. There's plenty of like over-the-counter stuff. I'll figure it out. You're going to miss out.
Right.
And I understand that she was being very nice and whatever, but
I feel like she was just softly telling you, like, eventually we may refuse you.
right. Very.
And if that's the case, then I just want to be very clear. Are you refusing to treat me? Okay. Are you refusing to treat me because I'm unvaccinated? Okay. Because now I feel like I'm being discriminated against.
Right.
Because now that's going to go down a whole nother path of shit.
And we're just talking about masks, right? You're not talking about the distance that you are from me. You're not talking about touching anything that I'm touching, because I don't come in with gloves. I come in with a mask, and I respect everyone's space because I did that before COVID.
Right.
You respect people's space. So it's just a mask issue. So I'm like, but it's bullshit because I can go in anywhere. You don't know if I'm vaccinated or not, and you tell me, oh, you don't have to wear your mask here, but you don't know.
But you don't know. You just
so now
just
all of a sudden it doesn't matter. Just
it's irritating.
willy-nilly.
It's irritating.
Whatever you want to do.
I don't like it.
But I know you just came back from traveling.
Yes.
And
so-
I'll share my travel story later, which
Oh yeah. It's your Floridian trip.
which they were saying Floridians are all over the place crazy,
Right.
and,
Yeah, and that
and
was
it wasn't.
100%
So
true. So I just came back freshly right now today, this morning at 5 a.m.
the show must go on.
But the show must go on, darling. We are professionals. I just came back from Denver, Colorado. Shout out to Denver, Colorado. I had a fabulous time there. Everything was beautiful. The people were nice. Everything was great. It was like I stepped back into pre-COVID times. There was like no masks, no nothing, just regular like. The only thing that reminded me that we were still in a pandemic was that I still had to scan the QR codes at the restaurant because they had no menus. But aside from that, everything was pretty much just like back to normal.
Because all your pictures, it looked like regular,
If you look at those pictures, you can't tell if it's during a pandemic or not. It's just the streets are open. So there were some people wearing masks. Most of the stores, the employees were wearing masks, and they all had signs at the door that said, if you are vaccinated, you don't need a mask. Okay, well, I'm not vaccinated, so I'm not vaccinated. The two people I was traveling with are not vaccinated either, so we were carrying around our mask and putting them on before going into the store. So, but every time we tried to do that through like the glass, they would see us putting our mask on, and they're like, no, waving their hands, like, no, it's fine, just come in. But not one person asked or said, you guys are fine as long as you're vaccinated. If you're not, go ahead and put your mask on. Mm-hmm. Those words were never said. So it's the assumption that, if you don't have a mask on, you're vaccinated. Well, that's not true. And the people that aren't vaccinated and don't really care about anything, they're just going to be like, okay, I'm going to take this opportunity to just not wear the mask.
Right.
I don't have a problem wearing a mask. I'm not getting vaccinated. I did have COVID. I had COVID twice last year. Thank God I didn't end up being hospitalized for either one of them. But when I had it in November, I lost taste and smell for a good 6 weeks. Then the taste and smell came back little by little. I was at almost like 95%, I feel like, at one point. And now I've backtracked again. My taste and my smell are just off all over again. And then I forget there's things that I can't have. Like, I'm not a big soda drinker. So when I do want a soda and I'm like, let me get a Pepsi, I can't drink Pepsi anymore. It tastes like poison. Like, it tastes so bad. I can't drink Pepsi. The only two sodas that are safe are Sprite and like an orange soda. Any other soda tastes literally like poison.
So that's probably what it's supposed to taste like.
Probably. Maybe my COVID senses are like, this is dangerous. Don't have this. Like one time I went to a drive-thru and I forgot about it, and I was like, I tasted the soda. I was like, oh, this soda's bad. And I gave it back to her. She made it again, gave it to me, and then I sipped it and I was like, fuck, my smell and my taste are off and I forget. So I feel like, okay, I go off on a tangent. Nobody can answer the question of when I'm going to get my smell and taste back 100%. I'm doing home remedies. I'm doing TikTok remedies. Like, I'm doing all types of fucking remedies. I just want to be able to smell and taste normally again. I don't have an answer for that. People are still suffering from COVID symptoms months and months and months later, and we don't have an answer for that. But you want me to get vaccinated and just trust that everything's going to be okay. Right. No, I can't be the guinea pig. And again, I'm backing you up on that. I'm not saying no, never. I'm just saying no, not right now. Right. In a year from now, and we see, okay, yeah, there's some cases, some rare stuff, fine, whatever. But today, right now, no. We got Johnson & Johnson with the blood clots. And then we're right here, we're high risk. We're at childbearing age, birth control, any history of smoking. Okay, no, I don't want to introduce that into my body if I don't have to. Right. I also know that I have antibodies because my body is doing what it's supposed to do naturally. Right.
Without whatever you're injecting in me. And you might feel sick after the injection. I was feeling fine before. Right. Like, why do I need to? Now I feel sick. What? And this is not to say anyone who's gotten the vaccine, I don't know why you did that. Right. If you did it, that's your body, that's your choice, that's fine. I respect it 100%. Right. On the flip side, respect my decision and don't try to bully me into it. If you're not comfortable being around me, that's fine. Mm-hmm, right? You don't have to be around me. If you have your thoughts on it, everyone has opinions, that's fine. But just like I'm respecting your decision to get vaccinated,
Please
100%
respect ours.
respect my decision, our decision. If we choose not to get vaccinated, especially saying right now, right?
Yeah, like right now. Yes, 2 days ago was a report of Pfizer and Moderna with the heart inflammation and all. Like I don't want to be like, oh damn, Mel got that rare 1%. No.
I don't want to be that
That's
statistic.
2020. I have not taken no fucking chances. It's not for me. And I believe in herd immunity. I believe in vaccines. I'm not an anti-vax person. Right. Vaccines are there for a reason. I believe in it. Go ahead, get your 70. I want the 70% to get vaccinated. So the 30% that did not get vaccinated, you guys are protecting us. Thank you for that. But however, I don't want to be a part of that 70%.
Not right now.
Because in 6 months, when another pinky's growing, I don't want to figure out what had happened.
We know what happened.
No, I do not want to be the guinea pig. These vaccines make me extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah. And so I have a former coworker who is 25, 26 years old, healthy woman, healthy. Now, after the vaccine, she has breathing and heart issues.
Like, no.
She's 25 years old. And doesn't have any... I wouldn't take
the chance of getting COVID.
No pre-existing conditions. Went to be safe and now has to deal with an additional issue besides whatever else she might be dealing with in her regular life. Like, that's too much. That's scary.
So at one point, because what it will have, I feel like if people get sick off of this, the insurance companies are going to turn around and be like, well, you got this and that caused this, so now I'm not going to pay for it. Because it's going to become an expensive health bill now to treat all these conditions that the vaccine has triggered.
Right.
It's just, I don't like it. It's just too much of a sticky subject, too much of a gray area. I'm like, those vaccines came out and the CDC side effects didn't come out till months prior. When do you know any medication or vaccine to come out and then the side effects come out months later? And this didn't make any sense. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. And the push for it and the lottery and the buying of the vaccine and the vaccinated people,
yeah.
Like, oh, you want to go see Phillies? You want box tickets? Go ahead and get vaccinated so you can get your tickets.
No. I'll watch them from home.
Right. No, thank you. So
last year, my dad tested positive for COVID, and we went through a really traumatic experience with that. And I've had people asking me, well, why don't you get the vaccine? Didn't your dad have COVID? And I'm like, that's traumatizing enough to then bring it back as a reason as to why I should get the vaccine does not correlate to me, because he got it and we didn't even know how he got it until weeks later. We're like, oh, that's how it happened. That doesn't mean that that's why I should go get vaccinated. I'm not saying that I didn't interact with that person, now or whatever, but that person is also not, the outbreak monkey and still has COVID or whatever. I just don't like that people have used that as a reason, you should go get it because your dad had it. Don't you know? I'm not.
Didn't you see what happened? Yeah, I saw what happened, and now I'm like, I really don't want to get this.
We don't even think that his symptoms were as severe just because of COVID. I think because of his Parkinson's, and that I think. I'm not saying the doctors misdiagnosed him.
Issues.
Right. He had some other issues that probably caused that to be more severe. I, thank God, don't have any underlying health issues. Right. So, I don't know. I've gotten that response, and I'm just like,
mind your fucking business.
Respectful.
Thank you.
So please don't ask me that, because it's 1 and 1 does not equal 2 in that situation.
Right. And just everybody's experience with that is different, because I do know some people that were like, absolutely, I'm not getting the vaccine, and then they had a family member get sick or pass away, and that scared them enough to go ahead and do it. Like, all right, well, if this is going to help somebody, let me try it. But then on the flip side, like you, I've seen people go every step of the way with a family member. Either they get sick and they come home, or they get sick and they pass away, and they're like, no, I witnessed that, and I don't want no parts of that vaccine. So it's your personal preference. Respect it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even people that had COVID that were in the hospital for months, they're fast forward a year later, they still have whatever they're still recovering. Like, you're just because you test negative now, you're not back to normal. It takes a while for your body to get back to normal. I'm like, I'm young, overall healthy. It took me a while, and I feel like I'm not gonna get it back. I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't think that I'm gonna be able to smell or taste normally again. Because it's just been too long. I'm like, I don't know what else I could do.
Yeah.
And doctors don't have any answers.
Yeah,
they don't know this is all
every day
new.
there's something new that comes out. We've already, by the time this airs, the
maybe
Fauci
if the
emails,
vaccine brings me my smell and taste back, maybe I'll consider it.
I want to drink Diet Pepsi.
Like that's it. I just want to have Pepsi.
But right when this airs, the Fauci emails have already come out. Probably more will come out from there. I saw something about how many companies and schools and organizations invested in that plexiglass plastic stuff, and now for what?
Like, what y'all gonna do with it now?
What are you gonna do with it? Because I just went to the liquor store, they didn't have it.
Oh, they're down now.
They're down.
They put them in storage in case it ramps up in the fall again.
So no plexiglass, no mask, no signs about mask, no security at the door asking have you gotten vaccinated.
I was like, now you just said that. I'm like, when I went to the nail salon, they had the shower curtains. No, they're gone now.
They're gone.
Yep.
It's because it's gone now. Like
it never happened. It was just a bad dream, guys. Yeah. It's fine. It never happened.
Because you would think, okay, our clients, our customers, they're not probably going to come in here wearing masks anymore. Let's keep the plexiglass up for a little bit. At least there's like a
because
barrier.
People are taking their masks off, then keep some type of safety up. But no, they just want to act like it don't happen.
The stickers are off on a lot of the restaurants and stores and stuff. So it's like, so before at my ShopRite, I don't know about the one near here. If you go to that one, there used to be like aisle 1, 3, 5, like all the odds were going aisles. Up, and then the evens were going the other way. They took all that down.
It's like driving in North Philly. Yeah. All these aisles go one way.
All the number streets go this way.
No outlet this way.
So
I like that. It kept order in the store. That.
And then anyone that was going the wrong way, you don't know how to read. Sometimes I would back into
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
If I knew that my item was right there, I would just back into the aisle, grab
my car. I'm just going to run in, grab that real quick.
So,
I don't know.
How about that?
I don't know. I just feel like it's just going to be... This summer is going to be interesting because it's just, you have the people that feel strongly about getting the vaccine. You have the people that feel strongly about not getting it. Respect everybody's opinion. If somebody has a mask on, leave them alone. They're doing the right thing.
Just let them. They've had a year of wearing it.
You don't
know
what that person went through in that year. Maybe that makes them feel safe still.
Yep.
Let them wear the fucking mask.
Just let them wear it. As long as you're not like the crazy woman from the have you seen the video of the lady trying to put the magnet on her neck and it's not sticking, and she's like, I know it was sticking before. This crazy woman in front of like Congress, or right, guys, tell me I'm not crazy.
I meant to find it and insert it.
Oh, you'll find now. The phone picked it up and you'll find it. But she's like in front of everyone, like, oh, this is what you guys did to me, but it's not sticking. Why are you here?
Oh God,
you're crazy.
Like, ma'am, exit stage left. Exit stage.
So left. I know that there are those like very diehard, like they're just obnoxious about it or rude or like invasive, like in your face about it. Just don't be that person on either side of your choice.
It's your personal choice,
right?
Just leave it at that and just be done with it. Don't assume that if people don't have masks on that they're vaccinated, because I feel like 9 out of 10 they're probably not. They're just like, I don't gotta wear it because nobody's enforcing it. And it's just the assumption is that you're doing the right thing. You know that we are not going to do the right thing if people don't tell you what exactly to do.
They're not.
That's just what it is.
I know that when Kyle goes to the gym now, he's like, I'm the only one wearing a mask. Now I'm the weird person.
Now you're the weirdo
wearing a mask, and you know that not everyone's vaccinated. So,
but they're just gonna slide on by.
And then some of them still take your temperature, and some of them aren't taking your temperature. So it's like,
shout out to Frontier for taking everybody's temperature on that flight. They took every single person's temperature, both when we boarded to go to Denver and when we boarded to come back to Philly. They took everyone's temperature and made sure that everybody had a mask. Even the flight attendants were going up and down saying, "Can you please cover your nose and your mouth?" And I appreciated that.
They made Kyle take off his gaiter and wear like a regular mask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference is because it's not
Whatever
like
their policy is.
What is it? N9.
N95.
N95. It wasn't one of those, so. Yeah, they gave him a temporary mask instead of wearing his gaiter.
Okay. I was surprised though. I was like, okay, good for y'all. Doing
Then
your job.
did you have to wear the mask all through the airport too?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all through the airport. It's like CDC said lift it, but then you still have your local level make their own decisions. So I had to go to the Montgomery County courthouse last week, and nobody had a mask on in the courthouse. Like nobody, and it was like I think it was on a Tuesday, and it was everybody's first day back to work. So I could like hear everybody talking, like, "Oh my God, this feels so weird," blah blah blah. I was like, nobody has a mask on. I was like, this is a federal building. This is a courthouse. Nobody has a mask on.
And Philly just lifted on Friday, so June 11th. They just lifted theirs.
It's just like,
Sorry,
ready or
I just
not,
totally
go
dated
out
our
to the street.
episode.
Right. It's fine.
Whatever. Bleep that out. This,
And blippity blip.
but now, like, it's so different from before because now I feel like now we don't got to wear a mask. Now it's like masks in the street. Like everybody's crazy and what do you just leave everybody else alone?
I know. I'm like, we were out there for 4 days. We always had a mask with us, but I don't remember like really even wearing it. Like we wore it more to the airport. The Uber drivers were the strictest out there. You get in an Uber, you must have your mask on. Aside from that, everybody else was a free for all. But the Uber drivers, absolutely, they wanted you to have your mask on.
Yeah,
which it doesn't bother me. Sure, I will put my mask on if that's what you need.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine. That's what we're doing. That's what we should be doing.
Yeah, and be nice about it.
Right. That's all. Like, do you mind putting your mask on? No, not at all.
Yeah.
But you know, it's gonna do you mind? I'm vaccinated. Okay, I didn't ask you if you were vaccinated. I asked you if you don't mind putting your mask on.
I didn't ask you that.
You still have other germs. Our saliva doesn't only carry COVID.
Still nasty.
Right. It's still bacteria. There was a matter of fact, we were in the lobby at the hotel, and there was somebody coughing, and like she didn't realize that she didn't cover her mouth, and then she was like, and then she did it again, and she was like, oh, I guess I should cover. Yeah, yes. You should. Like,
you should also wash your hands after you come out the bathroom.
Like, right, like. You guys really weren't doing these things? Like, you had to learn this in the pandemic to cover your mouth?
We had to teach you a song to do this too?
Yeah, there was a lot of signs that says, please wash your hands for a minimum of 20 seconds. But why do we need instructions? These are signs in bars. That means people are 21 and older in this bathroom. You don't know that you need to wash your hands for at least 20
you
seconds.
You shouldn't be here.
You go in there like, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. No. One of you.
Done.
Damn. Right. Good. My ass sheet? Nope.
Well, now after all that hand sanitizer.
Like, that's how I know people wasn't washing their hands, because they started complaining about dry hands. I've always had dry hands because I've always washed my fucking hands. Welcome to my world.
Welcome to hygiene.
Right. That's how basic hygiene.
Yeah. No, my thing is, I would like to continue to enforce the 6 foot distance.
Absolutely.
Like let's do 7 feet.
Stay 6 feet. Stay 7 feet. I love
it's
the
nice
7's my favorite
not to
number.
be on top of someone or feel like someone else is on top of you. I'm curious to see how like Black Friday is gonna go this year, because now everybody's gonna be fucking everywhere.
It's gonna be regular.
And yeah, they're just gonna want to be right on top of you. Just gives people space.
Right. Ugh. Even just coming back in Philly. Because where we stayed in Denver, it was like lower downtown area. There still wasn't a lot of people. Like, this city is so congested. I'm just like, oh, it's just so people-y. There's so many people everywhere. Do you know what the Citizens app is?
Yes.
So do you have it?
I turned off my notifications.
Okay, I understand why, because I just got off topic, because we're always off topic. Off topic. I'm like, there's so much crime. It's like 0.9 miles, burglary, 1.5 miles, man wielding machete on bike. Like, what the fuck is going on?
What direction is he going? Because I'm not going that way.
No. The Citizens app is so
a lot
scary.
of my coworkers had the app, and like all of a sudden, randomly, someone would be like, "There is a guy on a horse."
It's like, what are you doing?
We're in Center City, and it's just like it's insane the amount of like pop-ups and
Just
everyone's
regular
like buzzing
people
talking about it.
reporting
Yeah.
what's going on.
It's like, why is there a horse
It's
in
like
Center
neighborhood.
City?
It's like the neighborhood watch. It's the digital neighborhood watch. So it's like man shot. I'm like, again? What is going on in this?
Back in Philly.
Oh, it was so nice. The people were genuinely nice out there.
They were mellow.
They were. Everybody was high. Everybody was high. We did some dispensary hopping.
Okay.
That was fun. There was one girl, I'm like, I never got to ask her what she took that day. But whatever she took, she just looked so happy.
Was she an employee?
She was an employee.
Oh, you should have asked
And
her,
she was
I
like,
want what you had.
Welcome, guys. Her eyes were fucking closed. It was 9:00 in the morning. And all I kept thinking is, I want what she had.
Whatever you have, I'll take two.
I'm like, this is a great job.
You reminded me, so I'm picturing her looking like the Muppet, oh my God, Janet. Do you know one of those Muppets? From the Muppet Jim Henson's?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna find her
I
for
gotta
you.
find it. But she was cute, young girl, blonde hair.
Because she's always high.
Yeah, she was just like, yeah, welcome. The ATM's right there, cash only. Like, I was just like, I love you. I want to sit here with you all day.
Whatever
just make
you
me
have.
feel very calm. Yes, that was her. She was just like, hey guys. No, it was a good time. I'll definitely go back out there.
I'm coming on the next vacation.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We had a good time.
You guys look like you had a lot of fun.
We did.
Your matching outfits.
Yes, that we did not plan. It's just years of being around each other.
So there was a train that took you guys around.
Yeah, it was like Colorado Springs.
Did I
or
just mess
whatever.
up him?
Oh, what happened? You got attitude?
He's like, oh, I thought they were done. They're still talking. We have 4 minutes.
We have 4 minutes. We listen, and I look at the numbers on YouTube, and you guys only listen for about 30 to 45 minutes.
So we're gonna stop
We're gonna
there.
bring it on down for you guys. Listen, I know I have a short attention span. Squirrel, like that's me. Like
Because we've already gone off topic
Right.
several times.
That's because I'm so over this fucking vaccines and the maskapades.
The Maskapades. Perfect title.
And like I've been mass shamed twice already. I got mass shamed in New Jersey at this tiki bar place. Cause I knew nobody had a mask on walking in. I walked in with the mask, and the guy's like, you don't need that. Like I had the virus on my face. I was like,
off.
This mask? you don't need that. Like, get out of here with that. Like I was gonna make him sick by wearing
So
the mask.
this must have been after Memorial Day weekend.
Yes,
Because that's
it
when
was.
New Jersey was like,
Oh, yeah.
no mask.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It was.
I wonder why.
Right. It was.
Money,
it was.
money,
So that was
money,
my
money.
first. Cha-ching, cha-ching. And
That's when
then-
you were mass shamed?
Yep,
First time?
That was the first time. And then in Denver, I mean, the store was literally like, no, it's fine. Take your mask off. Like, we're like, okay, stuff it back in my bag.
Ashley was mass shamed when we came. Well, I guess the opposite way. We were on the elevator Friday, and I guess now when we went back on the elevator, I noticed there's a camera because as soon as we got off the elevator, security were like bolted towards us and was like, "Put on your mask," and she's like, "Oh, like she
okay.
didn't realize she
Yeah.
wasn't wearing it, but it was like, put on your
Like,
mask."
what are you doing?
To walk from like here to there was the exit of the parking garage.
I'm like, get off my.
Okay, wear your mask. And I was like, all right, you can take it off now. She's like, well, now I feel like
Well,
I have
now
to
I'm
wear
like
it. 'cause
forever.
they're-
I'm going to sleep in it
I'm not even
tonight because
taking
I'm
it off.
scared.
It was like one of those security, like, all right, you
Like
did
you,
your
but
job.
like you, dined and dashed. Get back here with your mask.
Put your mask on
Oh my goodness.
to walk 2 feet.
To walk 2 feet.
So
I think I'm over the mask stuff though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Let me see. Again, thank you for those people who did get vaccinated because I do believe in herd immunity.
Yes.
Y'all keep us safe if this thing really works.
and I'm not judging you getting the vaccine.
No.
You do what you feel is right for you.
But if you turn into a walker, I'm going to shoot you in the head.
Yeah. Think you should just take your black seed oil
Do it.
and your
Just-
Irish sea moss.
That's one thing I have been more adamant about is like making sure that I take my vitamins. I'm taking more stuff that I didn't even know existed before.
I didn't know what some of this stuff was before.
Yeah, I have a friend. I'm gonna plug you, Greg. I think he calls himself the vegan doctor, but he introduced me to like elderberry syrup and all. Like he's like
ashwagandha,
vegan king.
What's the other one we take? Graviola.
Yeah, he gave me some stuff. Like he made a tea for me, and then I started picking up some of those vitamins. I'm like, let's see if this works.
The black seed oil has you got to get used to the aftertaste. I feel like it's very like, if you take the pill, I think there's a fish oil, like you know how you burp up the fish oil.
Oh God, you taste it for the whole entire day.
So
you just took me back to my childhood.
I don't do the pills, but I do just a straight shot.
Okay. Is it the...
It's not very pleasant.
I'm sorry. It's the Vegan Blessing. My friend Greg.
Greg, I gotta follow you.
Yeah, he makes drinks and shakes. And when I was sick with COVID in November, he brought over teas and all types of things to make me feel better. So I felt like it helped with my symptoms, and I definitely got over most of those symptoms faster with the exception of my taste and smell.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Nourish Philly follows him.
I think
I love Nourish. I was thinking of stopping by there and getting dinner.
Here you go.
But they don't do curbside.
Oh, okay.
Guys, get your curbside together.
Can we keep curbside forever?
Please.
Please. There's certain things that the pandemic introduced us to.
I have grown accustomed now to DoorDash like 6 times a week.
Work from home. Curbside. Stay 6 feet away from me.
Contactless everything. Everything. I love it. I'm an introvert.
I was going to say, that's where my introvert is like, this is my introvert dreams come true.
And then, so it's funny because Kyle might need to take a picture of this because he's made fun of me several times. So when DoorDash shows up, right, contactless, just leave it on the steps. They leave it on the steps, but sometimes they'll take the picture, right, and send it to you, whatever. And I'm on the peephole like this, like waiting for them to leave because I don't want you to see me.
Talk to you.
I don't want you to wave.
Here's your food. Thank you. I don't even want to do that.
I'm like at the peephole like this, waiting for them to pull off, and then I go out. But if they're like waiting, like if they're one of those drivers that waits to make sure,
like, see you.
I'm like, all right, let me get all right. Do I have clothes on?
Right.
Shoes on.
The towel. Give me my bag.
Give my food and come out. But if you're a DoorDash or Uber Eats, or I just want to ask a favor. If the door opens out, can you not put the food at the door because I can't open the door to get the food?
Do you have a handle? They can put it on the handle.
Several times I've had to squat down, push the door open a little bit, shimmy my arm to get the food out. It's a problem. So please just leave like a little bit of space.
They don't care.
And then it works. No, they don't.
They don't care. Don't nobody care.
Especially if they got a good tip. If they got a bad tip, they'll really put it up against your door with a chair and you're not getting your food today, ma'am.
Open the lid just a little bit so when it falls
all your pliable falls out.
Fuck you.
Fuck you and your coconut bowl.
Make you and these berries. Oh goodness.
Well,
I think that's it. I think we got. I feel like we'll probably revisit this subject again
in the fall for sure.
Yeah, because I think even just kind of watching the numbers that I was watching last summer and with everything that was going on last summer with the looting and all the like the peaceful protests and all that, the numbers really didn't go up the way I thought that they would. So I just don't think that this virus can really grow in hot climates. Mm-hmm. And then the fall came, and then we were like, everything went to shit again. So, we'll see. We'll see when the weather changes. Yep. Wear your mask, people. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Get your Lysol now in case we get back into some craziness.
Now that the price has gone down.
Right.
Get your wipes.
Get your wipes. Get your sprays.
Do all that
Continue to sanitize your hands.
And get your black seed oil. And take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
Please.
Take your vitamins.
If this has taught us nothing.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. You have no idea what conditions you might have that might be like inflamed by this. Mm-hmm. If that's the right word I wanted to use.
And I think a lot of
it doesn't matter.
I think a lot of like it's funny that you said that too, because I feel like a lot of people didn't address their regular health issues or ignored their regular health issues, avoided the hospital, avoided everything because it was like, if it's not COVID related, I'm gonna ignore this chest pain. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do
Please
your
don't.
chest pain because you're afraid of getting COVID from the hospital. But that was a lot of the story where it's just a headache or it's just this little pain. It's not COVID. I'm not going to go.
Right.
So now all those things that you ignored last year are going to come back.
Right. They didn't go away.
They didn't go away.
Yeah.
You just didn't address
You
them.
suppress them.
Yeah.
And it might not be good for you to do that. So
Take your vitamins. See your primary care physician.
and drink your water.
Drink your water. Mind your business.
Yes.
That's
All
it.
right.
That's it. It's a wrap. Bye.
Bye.